Are you separated from the military? Are you feeling a little lost? I can relate. I joined in 2012, got out in 2018. Reflecting on the past 5 years, here are the most important steps you should do in order to maintain a high quality of life. And this list is not in any specific order, so let's get to it. Apply for disability. Even if you feel fine, even if you never went to medical. Being a veteran with service-connected disability grants you a lot of perks you don't want to miss out on. You can even get 0% rating, which gives you stuff like base access, access to health, and life insurance through the VA. I'll leave a link in the description so you know what you get with that. Find or create a support system. Going back home is okay. Going to live in a new state, both of those things are okay. But be cautious not to go home to people who you can't relate to anymore. You also don't want to go to a location where nobody wants to mess with you and there's no opportunities. That's just dumb. A good way to make your own support group is the following. Go to school. Whether you do or don't want a degree, whether you know or don't know what you want to do, going to school is a great opportunity to just meet people. I would suggest do one semester. Pick 4 or 5 classes that you really wanted to enjoy, that you really wanted to try. That way you find people who connect with you and who have shared common interests. If you served at least 90 days in the military, school's paid for. And you get a check, so that's really good. That's dope. And if you're in California, when I was in California, the check was like $2,500 a month, so I'll take it. The VA will fully cover your tuition, and they'll give you a monthly check. Most people sign up in boot camp post 9/11 Montgomery, but if you didn't, you can go to the VA and sign up. Check your eligibility. I'll leave a link in the description. If this is helpful in any way, please feel free to subscribe. If you like this information, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down, but always leave a comment. Appreciate you. Don't be afraid to work. You may be opposed to working in the same field, but remember, government work is not the same as private sector work. They'll treat you like a human being. You won't work long hours. There's no standing watch. You do 8 hours. Anything over that is overtime. It's the easiest way to make money for a skill that you know you can do. Degrees are cool, but at the end of the day, skills pay the bills. If you're eligible for the GI Bill, post 9/11 bill, then you're also eligible for Vet Tech, which is a program that allows you to go to a trade school for free. Instead of paying tuition, they'll pay for the full length of the course, and they'll also give you a check. So it can be a vocational school or a trade school, anything that falls in line with technical fields. I'll put a link in the description so that you can read on it, check the eligibility. I'll also put a link in the description for all of the schools that are already approved for the Vet Tech program. Then there's vocational rehab. If you're rated for at least 10% disability, then you can apply for this. You also have to have an honorable discharge. This program's pretty cool because it'll help you realign to whatever job you want. If you want to get a new skill, if you're like, I'm not doing what I did in the military, and you want to get a new skill, they'll help you get into a trade school. They'll give you living assistance. If that's not what you want to do, they'll help you find a job, and they'll even help you start a business. Get some therapy, even if you feel fine. There's levels of psychological manipulation that happen in the military. A lot of people who join the military, if you remember in boot camp, they made you stay up for like 2-3 days straight, shock the system, and then they start building you back up the way they want you to be. Some stuff you gotta work through. Spend a couple weeks talking to a professional. That way you don't have to let small experiences that you didn't like build up and become psychosis in the future. And then most importantly out of all of these is take care of yourself. You're gonna go from a strict regimen to nobody caring where you're at or what you're doing. With this freedom, it's real easy to slip into that rebellious state of, well, I worked, I'm not gonna work anymore. I'm gonna take a break. I worked so hard. You'll find yourself in a complacent state. That mindset is definitely a trap. You should always strive for self-actualization. Get a nutritionist, find a good workout plan, take breaks, and enjoy your life. If you need support, assistance, resources, please leave me a comment. Check the description. I have a whole bunch of resource links there. Remember, you don't have to do this alone.